Let me ask you, Jean Duchesne, because when I was listening in part one of our discussion to Kishore Jayabalan vouch for the work and the character of Archbishop Pell, it conjured up images of China, where there's an anti-corruption campaign going on right now, but you're never quite sure if the people being accused are actually corrupt or if there's political score settling. And it seems as though there's this charged atmosphere, what with this synod on the family, attempts to reform church dogma. How much of these accusations are low-blow politics, basically?
Well, actually, when people make accusations, I mean, the one question one should ask is what their motivations can be. Of course, they can be genuinely shocked by what they find, by what they learn, but they may also oppose the policies which they think are being implemented. And so this is why it is so difficult. See, the Pope is no boss. Really, he cannot control everything. The whole thing is that an institution like the Vatican is not just the United Nations. It's not just the ordinary government of any nation. It is something that must be based on trust. And of course, you can trust people whom you know are honest. And this is the Pope's job is to find the people who can trust each other because they know that the others are honest. As long as there are people suspecting others, associates of misuse of money, of any kinds of wrongdoings, this will be very difficult.
Is it a battle for power or is it a battle over ideology?
No, it's a battle for freedom. It is the freedom to concentrate all the energy you have on announcing the good news of Jesus Christ. All the rest is just details and just ways and means.
But as you know in the Bible, there are several...
Sorry, could I interject?
Go ahead.
Could I interject? When you mentioned the Synod for the Family, can I say there are two distinct issues here that might be merged together when it comes to the Synod for the Family on one hand and the financial management of the Vatican on the other. I think in the Pope's mind they go together, but if you look at in terms of freedom or ideology and those kind of things, you know, there are a lot of people who work in the Vatican who might be getting favors who would have a lot to lose, and that has nothing to do with ideology. And let me just say, you know, one final point is that, you know, Cardinal Pell and Cardinal Marx are two of the biggest reformers. Reinhard Marx from the Archbishop of Munich, who probably saw things differently when it came to the family, but they're both committed to financial transparency and reform in the Vatican. So these things cut in all kinds of different directions. I would be hasty to make it an ideological battle when it's not necessarily one of those.